Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel, and this is your tip of the week. Do you have a problem with some of your clothes not being long enough and you wish they were just a little bit longer? Maybe your sleeves aren't long enough, your pants, a skirt, a dress, no matter what it is. Well, there is one possible solution, and that is using something called bias tape hem tape. If I got that right, hem facing. So bias tape, hem facing. And let me show you how it works. Now, in order for it to really work for you, you have to have enough of fabric within the clothing to lengthen a little bit. So let's say this is your hem right now. It's folded over, and then you've got it stitched down. So what you would do in order to use this, you would remove your stitches and then open it up and press it flat. So this is the hem tape. It's got edges that are folded over on each side. So I've placed the hem tape at the edge of the fabric, and then I'm going to stitch right on that folded crease right in through here, which is about 1/4 of an inch. Then go to your ironing board and press it over this way, away from the fabric. Then when you go to hem it, you fold it over just a little bit and press it nice and flat, and then select a hem stitch, whether it's by hand or by sewing machine, up here. Now there's a lot more to lengthening your clothing, the other things that you need to be aware of when you do it. Some things are just real simple, very cut and dry, but sometimes there's these little funny angles that are in your clothing that you never noticed before. So I'm going to refer you to another tutorial of mine. It will be listed below your YouTube screen in the description section. So just look for something that says altering the length of your sleeves and pants, and there will be a video called Your Viewer Questions Answered. And in that video, it's a few minutes in, it goes in depth on how to change the length of your clothing. A while back, I purchased these straps that you can use, or handles that you can use on tote bags. It's called Personalize It, and you get 2. And I've kept them for a while, and I just, for some reason, haven't gotten around to use them in a tutorial. But maybe you've been interested in buying these type of straps to use on your bags. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to attach it to the bag. Now I'm going to use this tote bag for demonstration, so I can show you where you could place some of your fabric pieces. So you could just take some fabric anywhere from 2 to 3 inches wide, fold the raw edges inside, fold it over, press everything real good, and then stitch close to the edge on each side. Then you would insert it in through your straps, the ring of your straps, and then over here on the bag, you'll see I have the lining stitched up here at the top to the outside fabric. So before you stitch the lining in, you want to insert this into your seam, stitch across it a few times, and then when you turn the bag front side out, everything's where it should be, your straps will wind up out like this. Now here is another way. You could take your fabric, again 2 to 3 inches wide, fold the ends inside, then fold the other raw edges inside, and you're pressing as you're going along, and then fold it in half and then stitch on each side. Then insert it into your strap ring right here, and then you would, on the outside of the bag, let's pretend these straps aren't there, you could place this like this, and then you would stitch a 1-inch square or 1.5 rectangle is what it should be, all along here. The only thing I don't like about this method is that it's really, really thick. So not the best suggestion. So this fabric that I'm using is a canvas, so it's really heavy. You could probably do this with, let's say, some of your quilting fabric. Now I'm going to show you my favorite method, and that is cutting fabric 3 inches wide. You need 2 pieces, 7 inches long, so 3 by 7. Bring the front side of your fabric together, and then you're going to cut out a curve in the center area here, and then it's kind of straight at each end. Then you're going to stitch about a 1/4 inch seam, but don't make it too wide because then you're going to have a problem. Then turn it front side out. Now it takes a while to work it through here, and I was able to do it, and I have a problem doing things like this, but I was able to do this one. Then turn the ends inside, and you're going to press everything, and then stitch the ends closed along here. So then let's say this is the bag, and up here is the top of the bag. So you would fold this end in half and insert it through the ring. Then fold it in half like this, place it up here. Now this is the side of the bag. I'm going to turn this so the camera can see it. So it's like this, and then you're going to stitch across here, down, across, and back up. Then stitch an X like this. And this by far is my favorite method. Some of you know who've been following me for a while knew that a couple of years ago I moved into a different house, so I have a different size sewing room. It's very, very large. And as we were moving everything in, I thought I could get it all put away really quick. But even after 2 years, it's still not completely organized. And one of my problem areas that I just fixed was organizing all of these patterns. Now this is just a few of them. I had a lot. So they were all shoved in on a shelf. Just nothing was in any order. It was just a mess. So I took everything out and put it all into piles, like all the jackets in one, blouses in another, pants, skirts, so forth, children, everything. And then I organized it to go up on the shelf in this manner. These are little cardboard sheets. Now, these shelves are really short. They're not very tall. So they're going to go in this way, like this. And so they were a little too tall. So what I did was, I'm going to cut 1 inch of it off, and I'm using old rotary cutter blade. Don't use new ones to do this. And I cut this much off, and so it's able to fit on the shelf. Then on this side, I wrote in large letters what it was. And so then it slid into the shelf like this, and all the patterns that were pants went behind it. So let's take a look at it. I just love what I did because now I can actually find what I want. When I went to look for a particular pattern, it took me forever. So I was really glad that I did this. Well, I hope I gave you some useful tips that you can use. Now, if you're interested in other tips of the week, I have a lot of them. So you want to scroll down to the description section. Click on the words show more or the little down arrow, and it will expand open and you will see all kinds of links down there. I'll also have links to some beginner sewing projects. And don't forget about that tutorial, Your Viewer Questions Answered, where you get a lot more information about altering the length of your sleeves, pants, skirts, dresses, whatever. Well, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you'll receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.